What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to do a birthday reading on Mr. Funky Dineva, okay, better known as Quentin, honey, okay. I don't know the man's last name, but I'm here to talk about Funky Dineva, the Don Diva, honey, okay. Let's give Funky Dineva, honey, a big old nasty hand clap, honey. Just give him a big old nasty hand clap, honey, because that man has it going on, honey, okay. He has some great reviews, you guys. I really love his perspective. I have grown to be a big fan of his, and it's very interesting because at first I really did not like Funky Dineva like that. And I think what it was is I saw the persona, you know, him wearing the wigs and acting silly, and I was like, he's not all that funny to me. You know, it was like, I don't get it. Like, what is the big deal with him? But baby, when he presented Quentin to me, honey, I said, oh, okay. I like what I see, and I see the big deal now, you know. So I think it was Quentin is who I fell in love with, honey. Okay, how you doing? How you doing, Dineva Boo? But yeah, he's very intelligent. He's the type of YouTuber where you will stop listening to somebody else and go listen to him, honey, because you know he about to bring it. You know he's very intellectual. He's very transparent. He's entertaining. You know, he is funny, and it's not so much about him putting the wig on and the lipstick. He, you know, just has a natural sense of humor, you know, so that's how I, you know, see him as being funny. But when I first got on YouTube and was looking at YouTubers, it was Justin J that I really fell in love with, and I was just like, oh my God, Justin J, you know, I was a big Justin J fan, honey. But yeah, Dineva definitely, you know, is his own person, you know. He's a boss. You got to give him that. You know, we see him working with T.S. Madison. A lot of people like some of the little quotes that he says. I say some of them in my video. My favorite one is, you go pay on the front end or on the back end, honey. But either way, honey, you go pay. I love when he says that because it's just very true. Very true. Funky Dineva, his birthday is August 20th, 1983. And what's very interesting is, you all know that he used to be really cool with the blogger and YouTuber Michelle Brown. Y'all know Michelle from the A, Atlian. They used to be real tight, right? So I looked up her birthday just out of curiosity, and it's the day after Funky Dineva's. And I was like, okay, bam, you know, we see why they were cool. They were kind of similar in certain instances, right? So that was just real cool. That was really interesting. His birthday is the day of the cryptic secret. He is on Leo and Virgo cusp. When you are on a cusp, you will have personality traits from your sign. And then you will have personality traits from the next sign over. So he's a Leo, but he has Virgo tendencies as well, honey. Okay, so, and Michelle, it's the same thing, and I see all of that, you know, in them. I actually have a boss that I used to work with, and she has the same birthday as Michelle Brown, you know, Michelle from the A, and, you know, they act very similar. It's just so weird. They're not in the same field, but when I tell you this birthday book, honey, has it going on, it will have you just, you know, seeing people, you know, for who they are. You know, it is so powerful and true. So if you are a fan of the birthday book, honey, I would suggest you go copy you your own birthday book, honey. It will just break down so many things for you. He is a fixed fire sign. Okay, let's get into Funky Dineva's strengths. He is imaginative. I think that it's fair to say, you know, we see that in the persona, putting on the wigs and the lipsticks. I think one of the first times I seen him, he was like arguing with Jocelyn from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all remember that when he was at one of the reunions and they was kind of going back and forth. And I remember looking at that and I saw him, maintain his composure with her, because we know Jocelyn is really ghetto, but I don't know. I just saw something in his face, even though he was there as Dineva and acting all silly. I just saw something in his face where it was like, I'm not going to allow this girl to get me out of character. She didn't make him mad. She was being real nasty and rude with him, you know, and he was saying his little stuff, but he wasn't disrespecting her. So I saw that, you know, and that says a lot about his character, that, you know, he's able to not let people get the best of him, you know, even if they are, you know, coming at him in the wrong way. But yeah, saying that he's imaginative. When you have somebody that's imaginative, they're very creative. And we see all of that, right, on the channel. You know, we definitely see that in the persona. It says he's empathetic. That means he has a sense of knowing where other people come from, because he's been there, he's struggled. So, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if he's a very, you know, giving person. I think he like babysits his nephew or somebody, you guys. I'm not sure exactly who it is, but I do think he does some type of babysitting. So I don't know. I get the sense that he understands what it's like to be a single parent, or, you know, seeing somebody struggle with kids and wanting to mentor the kid and be helpful, you know, in that way. That's kind of what I get from him. His next strength is he is courageous. Anytime you are a YouTuber, that's kind of what you have to be. YouTube is a beast. You know, YouTube is a business, and you have to have a pretty strong character to deal with this monster. It takes courage to get you through to the next level. It takes courage to put up these videos, and everything in your life is, you know, going to shits, and, you know, everything is chaotic and all over the place. That takes so much courage to get on camera, put a smile on your face, and try to make people laugh, and try to transfer that energy, you know, into something constructive, right? Let's get to his weaknesses. It says he is troubled. So what I get from that is troubled, confused, probably kind of always finds his way in trouble. Not so much a troublemaker, because we all will find ourselves in some type of trouble, you know, sometimes through no fault of our own, but, you know, that's how I see that. Yeah, troubled. Troubled also can mean having a battling of your demons, or, you know, or I don't know, just trying to figure out what part of yourself you're going to serve. Am I going to serve my higher self, or am I going to serve, you know, it's like the devil, you know, the angel and the devil, I should say, right? You got the angel on one side saying, let's go this way, and this is the life you'll have. Then you got the devil, right, on the other side saying, you deserve this, you should have this, and you should do that, and then if you do this, and then, you know, it'll be quicker than this way over here. And, you know, we all battle, right, with those two, you know, polarities. So that's what I see with that. It says one of his weaknesses is he's lonely. Okay, so there is being alone, right? And then there's being lonely. You know, I feel like I'm by myself. I feel like everything is on me. I feel like he may feel some type of pressure to where, you know, he's the one that everybody is depending on. So it can be very lonely at the top, as, you know, we have heard before. So that's kind of, you know, what I am getting from that. I could be wrong, but that's kind of, how I see that. It says escapist. Now, immediately when I saw that, I thought of the drugs. Anytime anybody does any type of drugs, I believe he admitted, to being on some drugs in the past. That's what that is. Escaping, getting out of reality. I can't deal with this pain. This pain is too much for me to bear. So I'm going to sniff. I'm going to, keep, and it's funny because I actually played a crackhead. So they was trying to get me into character for that, honey. And, it was just crazy. But, I remember, and I had crackheads in my family. So, you know what I'm saying? So you mix all that together, you could kind of, see, where that leads. So that's what, escapists do it. Some people may gamble. That may be their thing. They'll take their rent money, electric bill money, gas money, and head down to the casinos. I got to get away from this. This is all too much. And when I say this is all too much, life is too much. It's too much happening to me. That is, pretty much what I'm getting from that. Okay, so it says the day of the cryptic secret. It says those born on August 20th can be directed, even dominated for most of their lives by happenings in their past, which have been kept secret. The more courageous, there's that word, and we saw it in his strengths, courageous. The more courageous of August 20th people will have to solve this personal mystery by fearlessly confronting it over the years and working to solve it. Except for their closest confidants, however, many born on this day are dedicated to no one finding out the truth about them. Wow, that's pretty straightforward. They are often very lonely people. There's that word again that was a part of his weaknesses. Okay, let's see what it's saying. They're often very lonely people in spite of whatever success they achieve in the world. What did I just tell y'all? I didn't even read this part. Okay. I didn't even read this. It's lonely at the top sometimes. Everybody's depending on you and, everybody's looking to you, not just on a monetary level, but maybe sometimes on a spiritual level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, so that's what I'm getting. Sometimes the nature of the secret is unknown even to August 20th person on a conscious level. Although they may know that something disturbing has happened, they do not always know exactly what it is. In such cases, a search into the inner recesses of their memory is essential to making them strong and self-sufficient people. What that has taken me to is, didn't Dineva reveal to us he kind of suffered from depression and was going through a lot, I believe, after his father or somebody died? For some reason, that popped up in my head, and I'm thinking he got a lot of clarity after that, because for a while, we wouldn't see him, because of, all of what he was going through. So I think he got rejuvenated, I should say. And he got a lot of clarity on his life and, the pain in his life, what's causing pain in my life, how I really feel. Because sometimes, guys, we're not always in touch with how we feel. It takes something big and burdensome to happen to us. And with him, I guess it was a death, in the family. And that is true for a lot of people. I'm going to read that line again. In such cases, a search into the inner recesses of their memory is essential to making them strong and self-sufficient people, free of emotional baggage. And it's interesting because I was just looking at something he put on Facebook, and he mentioned something about being unbothered. And that's what unbothered means, being free of emotional baggage. Now that I know what my demons are, now that I know, what this pain really is, now I can control things. I can better myself. I can use this to help me level up in the world and have a better better relationship and understanding with myself and with God, or, the universe, whoever he believes in. This is not to say that August 20th people cannot be lively and fun-loving. That takes me to him saying, he wants to go down to the bar, honey, okay? And he, is a rich white lady at the bar. You know how Dineva talks. He's so crazy. But nonetheless, there is an aura of thoughtfulness. What did I tell y'all? He's in tune with himself, okay? He can have that fun, quirky side that we all love and that's entertained by, but he's thoughtful. And like I told y'all, very intelligent. I told y'all when he turned into Quentin, baby, I was like, oh, I get it. I had like a light bulb moment. Because at first it was like, what is the big deal with this Funky Dineva dude? But when I got to listening to them videos and he got the breaking things down and putting stuff in lowest terms, honey, the girl said, I see it, honey, and I can't deny it, okay? There's an aura of thoughtfulness which surrounds them even in the most joyful moments. So even when he's happy and excited, having fun, he's always thinking. He's always cognizant of his surroundings, his environment, of people, and, how he cares for them, and, aware of the difficulties that life can have in store for an individual. They are not ones to treat human emotions lightly. So he's empathetic. That's where it is, okay? So he takes human emotions seriously because he's an empath, okay? He may be an empath. Because the August 20th imagination is so powerful, those born on this day must put it to a constructive use or risk being overwhelmed by it. This aspect of their personality can be so complex that it is difficult for them to share it with others. Okay, so we've kind of seen Dineva through the years, make some mistakes. I remember the situation with Michelle Brown and how he was a tenant of hers, how he, I guess messed up her house and stuff. We saw him make the mistake with Blue Ivy saying she's ugly, and I'm looking at that and I'm kind of reading certain things, and what I'm getting is somebody, right, that's a YouTuber, and this is the tricky thing with being a YouTuber. Sometimes you can get to the point where you want to fit in and you need that laugh, and you need to be seen by people, right? You need to, because when he said that about Blue Ivy, I was just like, huh? Where'd that come from? That don't even seem like your character, dude. But I think he was caught up in the moment. He was on T.S. Madison's show. And, YouTube is like a mini Hollywood, right? Except it's not really big time celebrities, but it's, I don't want to say D-listers, but y'all get where I'm coming from, right? So it's like, I want to fit in. I want to be social. And, so with that, you can be overwhelmed to the point to where you are saying things that you don't mean just to fit in, just to get that extra laugh. And, he apologized, after, he made the mistake with Blue Ivy. And then I believe he ended up paying, for the situation that occurred with YouTube blogger Michelle Brown. So, he basically has, paid for any mistakes that he made. And that's cool, because in life we all make mistakes. And as long as you right your wrongs, then what can anybody say, right? But that's pretty much what I'm getting from that. However, the phantoms of those born on this day encounter do not always arrive in the shape of dreams and fantasies, but may actually take human form in unusual and sometimes dark and even destructive individuals. In fact, August 20th people are often sought out by needy okay, or damaged people because of their tremendous empathy and compassion. So he needs to watch out for that. He needs to watch out for that and not get caught up in anybody's sob stories, because a lot of people, you guys, they go around playing the victim and life dealt them a rough hand and I don't know how I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. And maybe somebody like Funky Dineva will say, well, here, girl, here's the shirt off my back, here's money to fix this problem. And then you've helped that person, but now they're dependent on you, and guess what, you are the one that has to pay for that, right? Sometimes people have to pay for being overly empathetic to others. Many born on this day are stronger than the average person in that they have fully confronted and overcome not only their personal fears, but also those presented by others. So like I said, he made it out of those bad situations, because people dragged him for for saying that about Blue Ivy. People dragged him and talked about him, with the situation that happened with Michelle Brown, but he's overcame that. He survived that. A lot of people don't survive those type of things, you guys, because it's just too much public scrutiny. It's just too much for certain people to bear, right? But when you see somebody like Funky Dineva that says, honey, baby, not today and tomorrow don't look good either. Forward is the motion. I made my mistakes and I'm going to keep going and keep, serving my community with entertainment, with that economics degree, honey. He always talking about he is a fool when he bring that degree up. I'll be like, Dineva, you ain't got to keep telling us you got your economics degree, from Florida State University, honey. He is a fool for that. Okay, so it says, August 20th people are particularly drawn to ecstatic states in which they can literally forget themselves, okay? Euphoric states. And for some reason, I'm like, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, I'm seeing like drugs, alcohol, because, and this is outside of Dineva, right? Drugs and alcohol provide euphoric states, okay? They will have you ecstatic, okay? So let's read this next line. Very interesting. So like I said, euphoric states, whether naturally or artificially induced, drugs. You know how people make drugs using different things, okay? So I'm not here to bash him, or I'm not trying to say he's on drugs, but, I don't know. That's just what I'm getting, or maybe a lot of drinking, getting away from problems, right? That's what a lot of people do. This is not just about, Funky Dineva. A lot of people do that to get in a certain state of mind. I'm going to read that line again. So it says, euphoric states, whether naturally or artificially induced, are something many August 20th people will wish to explore at some point. What did I just say about the drugs? Okay, what? Whew, girl, you own one, girl. If such joyful experiences are kept within bounds and are a means of emotional expression rather than escape, they may be quite meaningful and helpful. But the more perilous and debilitating aspects of intense long-term experience should be recognized. Those born on this day must also know that by embarking on such quests, they can place their friends or loved ones in a position of either taking part or being excluded. As a rule, August 20th people are quiet and soft-spoken and prefer not to draw undue attention to themselves. So he doesn't need a lot of attention like that. And I know people may say, oh, he's on Facebook, he's on Instagram, he's on YouTube. He's a creator. He's here to create. He is here to entertain. He is here to be thought-provoking. That's his job. That is in his spiritual contract. However, those born on this day can be very natural, even uninhibited, when with intimates and in situations where they feel a sense of trust and warmth. So that basically just takes me to his YouTube channel where he feels like he's trusted by people. You know, people see what he's saying and doing as something that's valuable. You know, this is my gift to give the world. And I feel comfortable, you know, expressing myself because you all see something in me. That is my gift. That is, my way of giving back. You know, we all possess that, you guys. No matter where you are in the world, no matter how much money you have, no matter what people say about you, you are here for a reason. You have purpose. Okay? Let's get to his numbers and planets. Those born on the 20th of the month are ruled by the number 2. 2 plus 0 equals 2. And by the moon, those ruled by the number 2 tend to be gentle, imaginative, and easily hurt by criticism or inattention of others. And that takes me to that clip I had seen of him and Jocelyn a long time ago. Where she was really coming at him, and I could see in his face, it was kind of like getting to him, but he didn't, like I said, he didn't overreact to her, even though he was in Funky Dineva, he's in his drag, right? You know how you could see in somebody's face that, their feelings are hurt. Like I've seen that in him, even though he was, you know, displaying the Funky Dineva character, but I seen it and I actually liked it because it showed me that, you know, this man that's dressed in drag, he's human, you know, and like I said, he didn't get nasty back with her. You know, he stood his ground and said what he said, but, you know, he wasn't coming from the place she was coming from. They may also take offense easily and have a low boiling point, emphasized by the sun's hot influence as ruler of Leo. Those under the moon's influence are impressionable, and generally their thoughts are ruled by their feelings. So you gonna have to watch out, because thoughts are thoughts, feelings are feelings, and you can't really confuse the two. It's hard though, you know, being human, you know, we all struggle with that. Leo influences lend physical power to August 20th people. However, the Leo-Virgo cusp carries strong mental influences. Like I said, he's smart, okay, very intelligent, very observant. You know, I see all of that in him. Since the following sign, Virgo, is ruled by Mercury. So like I said, he's definitely a Leo, because Leos are outgoing and they like going to the bar and being with friends and kind of, you know, being out there, and people know who they are. But we know Virgo is the workaholic, and it's a mental, even though it's not an air sign, it's still a mental analytical sign. And if you watch Funky Dineva's YouTube videos, you will get that from him. He's always thinking, right? He's always thinking. Okay, Tarot. The 20th card of the major arcana shows the judgment or awakening, in which people are urged to leave material considerations behind and seek a higher spirituality, which for an August 20th person may mean dealing with their past. And it's so funny because I was just looking at some type of, thinking his Facebook post, it was either Facebook or Instagram, one of them, and he was talking about shoes, and I think he just did some shopping at Saks, and he mentioned having money, and because we all know there's a point in time where he was struggling, right? He was living in Michelle's one of her townhomes, and you know, before he had destroyed it. So it's interesting that, you know, he put that post up, you know, I got money now, you know, I'm doing better now, you know, cause he knows what broke feels like. And I believe, like you, me, or anybody, he don't want to go back to that, honey. Okay. How you doing? The card depicting an angel blowing a trumpet signifies that a new day, a day of accountability, is dawning. It is a card which moves us beyond our ego. And in life, you guys, you want to move beyond your ego, okay? You always want to grow spiritually, more spiritually than materially. And Funky Dineva is very spiritual to me. I believe he has learned the lessons of his life, right? Because we all have certain lessons that we are here to learn, and allows us to glimpse the infinite. The danger is that the trumpet call heralds only exhaustion and intoxication. There's that word, intoxication, okay? A loss of balance and indulgence. There's that word. What did I say before? Drugs, alcohol, okay? In rebels involving the basest instincts. For health, it says, as mentioned above, those born on August 20th may be particularly wary of drug. What did I tell y'all? Of drug, as well as sex, food, and love addictions of all types. What did I tell you guys? Okay. Their need to escape. What did I say in his weaknesses? He's an escapist. That's what people use. Okay? Their need to escape from life's pains. Okay, talk to me, honey. Or boredom, because people do it when they bored too, honey, okay? Can lead them astray. So that takes me to the addiction. This is something that he battled through, in his life. Okay, and he's honest about it and transparent about it. And I believe he learned a lot from, sobering up from that type of life. I believe he still drinks, which is fine. Just because you drink doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. You guys, that's another thing I'm kind of sick of with people is they feel like because people smoke weed, they're a pothead. That's not what that means. A pothead is somebody that sit up in the house, smoke weed all day, don't get shit done. Okay, and that's their whole life. I'm telling you, that's all they want to do. That's a pothead. Okay, you don't call somebody a cigarette head because they sit up and smoke cigarettes all day. So why, y'all get where I'm coming from. But yeah, I'm not one of them people where you have a few drinks. I feel like, you're alcoholic. But I do know that people, go to alcohol and drugs, like I said, to escape. Okay, and it talks all about that in this health section for him. For August 20th people, to stay healthy can thus be a matter of self-control. So, like, if he has any issues, he needs to control things. Exercise, however, usually presents no difficulty for those born on this day, for when their energy is high, they naturally seek activities such as walking and swimming. And I get that from Dineva. He seems like a busybody, when he's in a good place. August 20th people must watch out for problems with their abdominal organs. Abdominal organs, yep. Particularly liver and kidneys, and should have regular yearly physicals. Let's look at the advice they have for him. Once recognized or understood, the past may be better forgotten. Let go. Don't dwell so much on things. Okay? What I'm getting is they don't want him to overthink things. You went through that. You learned what you needed to learn. You paid your debt to society. Okay? Move on. Tomorrow is a new day. That's what I'm getting from that. Today can be a new beginning. Okay? What did I just say? Oh God, y'all, this is crazy. Actively seek joy. Okay? Allow yourself the very best that there is. And in my opinion, you guys, Funky Dineva is on that. He's on that route. He's doing everything he needs to do to, make his money, clear up any past mistakes. He's doing it. And, I admire him a lot. I know you guys admire him. It's interesting that he won that poll. that I put up, like he was the highest rated YouTuber that you guys like wanted me to do this reading on. So I enjoyed doing this reading. I'm a big fan of this man. I'm inspired by him. If you have not checked out Funky Dineva's commentary on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, like check it out. That man is dope. Okay, he's dope in real life, honey. Okay. His meditation is, the present is where we live and all we have, yet we know it as small and fleeting. Okay, so that's his meditation. Y'all get down in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. You can also put down in the comments any other YouTuber you would like me to do a reading on. I probably will do another poll, and this time we will be polling the lady YouTubers, okay? Until next time, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out later.